welcome to another video, everyone. I don't know, it's a girl Century. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, comment. I really like your comments. Like, it makes me laugh. Like, it makes me really happy to read comments that you guys are making. So make comments and like why so much people are watching the video and not like? That's weird to me. Like the video. Thank you very much. So let us get into the title of this video, which a story time on how your girl broke her wrist. Now this is the first time I've ever broken a limb, literally. And when I grow up, I always say, I wonder how that feel like. I wonder how broke limb feel like. Oh, broke your boy. I wonder how I experience that. Don't wish for anything bad because my manifestation is crazy, but yeah. No, let's get into it. So for those who don't know, I transferred from UA to my current school now, and if you don't know my school name now, go watch the video. Go watch the which video is it now? It's in my weekly vlog and also my assumption video. The big name right there in the video, so the link is there right there. So now there's this thing at this school called gen ed. Now gen ed is basically courses that you have to take. It's unrelated to your major. You can take a gen ed that's related to your major, but most take unrelated courses because I'm just easy. I just want to get through those. There's this specific course that's called, or this specific gen ed called B or Y, and it's basically a physical gen ed. So you have to go do something physical. No, that pissed me off completely because like, why am I doing that? But you have to do it, and there's no restriction on when you do your gen ed. You can do it in the amount of years you have to do, or the amount of years you have at the university. But me just want to get everything out of the way, so when I time for really get into my courses, I have no gen ed for do zine, so that I do. So now this physical gen ed, there's a lot of courses under the gen ed. So you can have like regular gym class, you can have yoga, swimming, hiking, snowboarding or skiing, horseback riding, enough things, weight training, a lot of things. Each gym class, in my opinion, would be like yoga or regular gym class where I do at high school. So that's the class that I wanted to go into. Come here and say, oh yeah, gym, okay, that's good. Now, by the time me for go select the class based off of my registration ticket, classes them close, them full up, done. That's it. So I'm like, what me I gonna do? So when I know I scramble and I search for options, nothing that I saw I liked. I mean, say, if I'm gonna do one gym class, why not just do one I like? So my waitlist yoga, I waitlisted weightlifting or weight training, and I also added this class that I didn't want to do, and it's a snowboarding or skiing class. Yeah, so no, remember, your girl waitlist the gym class, the weight training class, the yoga class, and she registered because that class wasn't full for the snowboarding class. So I have 3 classes open and 1 I'm registered for. If I get into any of these, I'm gonna drop this and register for the other class that I chose or that I waitlisted. Cool. Now all of this happened in November of 2022. So when I said semester, I gonna start in January. So we have November. That's serious. So we have November, we have December, and then we have January. Now all that roll around, and I had time for go back to school for January. No. So when school, the week before school open up, them basically open up registration for everybody who will leave the class and everybody who will get bumped into class. So at this point, me I watch and see if them are gonna send me an email say, hey, the waitlisting for this class, like you're gonna be bumped in, do you accept whatever? So I scan my email every second, every minute, every hour, like literally. But that's a look. Never get an email say, oh, this class available, we can go in. So I say, bombard. Look like the snowboarding thing is a real thing. So now me start encourage my friend to say, hey, you don't want to join snowboard with me? Because if I'm gonna do one class like that, I'm gonna want to have a friend with me. Nobody wanted to join. Anyways, yeah. So it was just me, myself, and I am saying, oh, if I have to do this, I have to just do this. I have to tough it out and just do it. Because I put my head to it and might as well. So yeah, no class start, but snowboarding didn't start the same week or the first week of school. So I still have like a time. No, I received an email from the snowboarding people and say, yo, we have a general meeting, come. So them can tell us information about the class and, you know, all of that. What we need, the gears, what we need, or whatever. So I went to the meeting. They're so upset because I still never get no email. So I got a meeting and they must have the class, like, oh, it's a 6-week class. You know, we have to get these gears. What we are gonna do and all that. Now there's this man we are lead or the course instructor. Him gonna ask this question. So who actually knows how to snowboard? When I look around me, I just see myself beer and I go up and I'm like what? Who know for snowboard? Say I tell me say I'm me, Sunshine. No know for snowboard. I'm me alone here. Me alone I sit down right so no know for snowboard. And I'm like, so that made me feel awake and I said, Bumba, hey, I'm not gonna have no friend, I'm not gonna have no company. Everybody gonna do them thing. I'm gonna sit there by myself. No. So that made me evil words never wanted the class come and say this some innocence. I don't wanna do it. Yeah. But time is ticking on the clock and your girl still don't get no email. So I'm saying, no, I'm gonna start getting my gears. So I got my gears. I'm gonna say, all right, well, since I get the gears, look like I'm gonna do this. Tell me why days after I got my gears, I'm gonna get one email say, oh, hey, you can't go to the gym class now. So I'm not even look on the email. Look, I'm gonna say I'm already buying my gears. I'm not wasting all this time. Heck no, I'm gonna do the class. So disregard that email. So upset, but I'm saying no, I'm off to do it. So I'm gonna just do it. Like, come on, like let's be so for real. I'm gonna do it. So murder. Time for your girl to go snowboarding class. So I chose the Sunday class because they can have a Friday and a Sunday. I chose the Sunday class. For go this like a resort, this snowboarding skiing resort where you see part in the movie. Everybody who watch the Kardashian and when them go up on them little resort go skiing, I see them to the place look big proper thing. Remember the little big proper thing. So it's the day when son is gonna go snowboarding. The Sunday come and I'm about make a snowboarding gear. Here's a video of me. Yes, I'm about like a snowboarding gears ready. Ready for go snowboarding because I chose snowboarding not skiing because me here say snowboarding is harder to start with, but like it's easier to master, and then skiing is the opposite, so it's easier to start with and then harder for master. No, the day come, reach at the resort, a nice proper resort, go get my boots and I got my helmet and everything. I'm ready for go up and the little snow. What happened to snow slippery, like I don't even understand how slippery it is. Like obviously snow slippery, but I don't know that snow is slippery. What's that? So I'm like heavy boots or whatever. And I also did a TikTok on like a day at the resort. There's a little snippet. But if you don't want to get into that video, check my TikTok. The handle is below in the description. Yeah. So yeah, no, first day saw my my instructor for the whole 6 weeks, and he was telling us the rundown. And I remember telling us that I thought I was the only beginner. No, when I walked to the instructor, I realized that there were other beginners there from the school. So I said, oh, okay, I have people around me. All right, not so bad. So we kind of excited or whatever, and you know, we introduced ourselves, talk about we want to go snowboarding. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna say island girl, want to try something new. The man gonna say, oh yeah, it doesn't snow in Jamaica.
That's serious.
No, we have sand, not snow. No. Anyways, so from them, like, red flag, sir. But anyways, my teacher ended up being my little dupes or whatever, like, you know. But from there I was like side eye, yeah. So him give the rundown to what we're gonna do, and on the first day we didn't do anything major. We just do like, we strapped one of our leg in and learned how to walk with the snowboard. Obviously my drop literally while just a walk, and I was the only black girl in my group too, and there was only one other girl, and I wish I was in the other group. The other group seemed chill because I ended up talking to our next girl from the other group, and we actually spoke a couple times, and you know, yeah, when I talk to her after conversations, I'm really feel way comfortable or more comfortable with her than anybody in my group. Sorry, just facts. Yeah. So the second and third class we basically just move to the different slopes. So first class we go on like a bunny slope, learn how to stop, whatever. Still could do that. And then the second class, well, the first class we do that, then the second class went to this other slope, like it's also a bunny slope but a higher level bunny slope, yeah. And then the third class we go up on a big slope, yeah. And then the fourth class is where everything went down. The fourth class we took the chairlift to this big old ever hill, this big old ever hill. Now my teacher was beside me on the chairlift, and it's so weird because I remember having this conversation with him before. Like I recently watched a movie called Frozen where like 3 people got stuck on a chairlift, and in the middle of a blizzard, and you know, like my also been watching a movie, I must say yeah whatever, we a laugh about it, and yeah, but never did know say girl bad luck, because probably 20 minutes after you're gonna have a broken wrist, yeah. So we'll start off at the chairlift, because to get off the chairlift we gotta slide off the chairlift, slide, and I always drop. The amount of times I drop during that class here, it's crazy. But as the class progressed, I obviously fell less, and I could start like I could have snowboard. So for this class, I kind of have a bad feeling, but everybody in my group, like I have a bad energy. I don't know, I just kind of stay to myself, stay to the back, never really feel the class. And my teacher didn't even point when he was like, yo, are you fine, Sanctuary? I was like, yeah. He was like, oh, like, did you fall? Like, are you okay? I was like, yeah, I'm okay. But like I was just not feeling the other people in my group's energy. So yeah, and then after class they would want to go on the, oh sorry, may I cut off, but like after class, like after each class we had like probably like a 2 hours to ourselves to do whatever we want to do, or like an hour and 30 minutes, and people that just go up on the big slope and whatever. And I didn't have any friend per se when I'm gonna just say, oh, let's do this until like the third class, I finally did have somebody, and we just go up and like heal them together. We just did a laugh, and you know, that was fine. But before now, so everybody else in the group, they kind of bond with each other because they go up on the dangerous hills and the dangerous slopes and whatever. And your girl wasn't doing that. I wasn't pushing myself like that for me to fall and break something. Still end up happening, but still, you know. But yeah, I saved myself. Back to what I said now. Let's go back to this day, the fourth class. Remember, I said 6th class, and now we're at the 4th class. So when after the chairlift, my energy just never did. Never did I feel about the energy. Me just kind of feel. I don't know if to describe it. I just they kind of say to myself or whatever. Teacher did notice whatever. So he told us to like snowboard down the mountain and practice your turns. I was doing that. And then my teacher kind of stayed back with me because again, everybody did just ahead of me, I do what I do, but me just did it to myself. I do my own thing. So he kind of stayed back with me and make sure like I'm good and I practice my turns. So this is where shit hit the fan. Sorry, mommy, but this is where everything went down. Yeah. So I need to do like a visualization thing too. So now to snowboard is like you go in like to snowboard down a hill. You go in like a snake, snake one, what, like a snake, you snake down the hill, like you're going in a snake motion, still like motion, right? So when you're turning like this, you have to turn, but for snowboarding you have to turn fully, with your back facing the bottom of the hill and your head facing at the top of the hill where you're coming from. So visualize that. So I'm in my turn. So I turned, and now my back is towards the bottom of the hill and my face is at the top of the hill. Why you look at the top? Because just to look, you know, to aware of your surroundings and look if there's any more like snowboarders, skiers coming down, to protect yourself and them. Yeah. So I was looking up, but with this position, this is the snow. This is the snow, and this is my snowboard, right? So you realize the edges are like sink into the snow and it's kind of slanted. So just picture this, and then this is me, like that's me. So let me try to find a picture, that position. And if right now you're not seeing one picture and it's up on one blank screen, I'm sorry, I couldn't find a picture, but that, yeah. So that position. Now with their posture is like forward, like leaning forward. So it's supposed to be like this, leaning forward and looking up, because you turn and your body's supposed to set so I go down in the snow. If you set so, you drop. So my posture was like, I was looking at my posture was forward, but it's like in the middle of my turn, my posture kind of got bad, and I like my back was like this, no, not this. So my back stays, so I kind of like shifted my balance, and the snowboard, it caught its edge. Now catching that edge is something very common, like a very common snowboarding accident. I caught my edge and I fell, tumble over, like, you know, one ball. Only thing left is for an avalanche. Listen, I'm gonna say, girl, tumble over, like my drop, like drop, roll, like roll, yeah, boy. And me that I roll. Listen to me. One more time, I tumble over. Shit is funny, but yeah, tumble over. And by the time I get up, I was like face down. And when I get up, my helmet shift to the side. When my gloves them did off, or almost off, I remember. Yeah. And my teacher came over. He was like, "Ooh, like," I was like, "I felt pretty bad, huh?" He was like, "Yeah, you felt pretty bad. Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah." So now me I try to get up, because I'm gonna drop. Wait, my shift by my helmet, and then you know I try to get up. My left wrist felt very tense. It felt like someone was squeezing it. Like, squeeze your wrist like this. Squeeze your wrist like this. Squeeze it. That's how my wrist felt, like someone was squeezing it. It just felt tight, tense, like everything. So I had that feeling, but I'm like, oh, he was like, "Are you hurt?" I was like, "Oh, my wrist just feels weird," but like I still had mobility in it at that point. But I just know said it feel weird. Then I was trying to get up, so I pressed down on my hand to lift my weight up to get up. Who tell me for do that? Who else and to do that? Who told her? When my tell her say that I want to feel the pressure on my wrist, the pain, I literally felt like I fell again. Like I felt like my wrist couldn't manage my weight, and I fell. I'm like, oh. Yeah. And then he was like, "Oh, you want to go to the medic?" I was like, "Yeah." So I got up. Bear in mind, Sanctuary, they at the top of it. Sanctuary at the top of the hill, and Sanctuary had to snowboard, go all the way down the hill to get to the medic. Yeah. That was the longest. It felt like the longest trip ever, because I just had wait for the little building so I can go in there. Yeah. So when I was he helped me up, and then it was just a psychological thing. I felt the need to just protect my hand. I was like, I need to protect my hand. Like I don't want to touch it. I don't want my teacher to touch it. And we just go along the snowboard with my hand set so on my chest. Set up on my chest. And we just go down the hill. And it's so weird, because literally when I snowboard down the hill, tell me why I do it good. Tell me why I do it good. Tell me why my teacher was like, "Oh, still do some turns." I'm like, "Sir, like I'm injured. You want me to still do some turns?" Yeah, I still do some turns. I'm gonna do it good. I'm gonna do it So him did that obviously did that spot me like in case like me need me for drop or whatever. But me did I stop by myself, me did I turn, like me did I do everything good. I'm like, I can do this. I'm like, why am I doing this now since me injure myself? Like I just fell and now I do it. But you know what? It's gone. God was like, son, I cannot afford you to drop anymore. I can't afford it for drop. I can't afford it to fall anymore. So you're gonna do this good. You're gonna do this with grace. You're gonna. And I went down that mountain good. I never fell once. Hey. Period. Yeah, so we met back up with the other people in my group, and my teacher was like, oh Sandra, I'm gonna take her to the medic, like, you know, whatever. They're like, okay. No care in the world, like them not even say, oh, what happened, are you fine? And if not the boys, then maybe that one girl could be like, oh, are you, you know, are you fine? Like, no, but it's fine. Yeah, so I'm gonna medic, and then I tell him what happened, and he tell me say, oh, well, the doctor came on, he was like, oh, it's not broken, like you just, well, him kind of like feel it and whatever, and ask which part swell, because hair was starting to swell, and also like here. So I tell him what happened, and him say, oh, based on like where you feeling pain, the swelling area, I don't need to do an x-ray because this not broke, this just, you just sprain your ligaments. I'm like, oh, that's good, like good, like yeah. I was happy because I know, oh, my family dog react like, oh, she broke her, like, you know, them I got ask, so I just feel relief to say it's not as serious as how it could have been at that point. So yeah, them wrap up my hand, put ice on it, and then them rewrap it again with like a dry. I have a picture here, and if I don't have a picture again, you're looking at the blank screen, like just a space. Yeah, so yeah. Then after I told my mom and whatever, obviously she freaked out. Yeah, and it was like, make sure you make appointments at the clinic at your school, because I have a clinic at my school that I can go to. So I went home, made the appointment. I went to my friend, told her, and she was like, I told you not to do it, whatever. But so I made an appointment, and yeah, the next day was appointment. I went, and my doctor was like, oh Sandra, I think it's broken. I'm like, no, it's not. She was like, I think so, because she was like, based on the posture of my hand, like it looked like it broke, because like your natural hand's supposed to like just lay like this. No, it's supposed to like lay like this if you make it stay straight. My hand was like this. So yeah, my hand was like this, and the normal is supposed to be like this. So she said, based off of the shape of it, like my friend called it like a, I should say, claw hands, because she broke her wrist when she was younger, and she said I saw her wrist did look. So from she was like, girl, that looked like it broke. But yeah, I was just hoping for the best. So claw on, and the doctor was like, yeah. So she referred me to a what the doctor name? Like, I'm gonna keep on forget the name, but she referred me to a orthopedic. Yes, she referred me to an orthopedic, and I went. He examined my hand, did an x-ray. Him saying I don't know what happened to it, because it looked alright to him. I'm like, excuse me? He's like, it looks fine, I don't know. I'm like, so he put me in one splint. I have a picture of this. He put me in one splint and said, here, wear this for 1 week. You'll come back the next week and we'll examine it again and see if you need to do a next x-ray. I said, fine. Now I had this splint on for 1 week. My friends, they were taking care of me, make sure someone I use my hand. And yeah, because again, you're not used to having only one functional hand. So obviously I go on pick up things, do things, but there were good reminders. Plus me used to remind myself, sleeping position change, everything. That was horrible because I sleep on my side, and I couldn't really sleep, or more sleep no more, a bunch of stuff. Yeah. So then the next week come, I go again and him examine it. So he pinched like here. He was like, he squeezed here, like him squeeze, yeah. So him squeeze it, and like I flinched. I was like, I winced because I was in pain. It hurt. He was like, oh, no, you need to do another x-ray. I'm like, he's like, yeah, I think it's broken. Like, that shouldn't still be, if it was just like a sprain or whatever, it should still be tender. So I'm gonna say, all right, so I'm gonna go do an x-ray, and this is what the x-ray showed. Yeah, girl, I have a broken wrist. Broken. So he gave me 3 options. He said, I can keep on the splint where you wear for the week, or you can get a traditional cast, or you can get a modern cast that can take off. Never did really know what to pick. I was trying to call my mommy, but she didn't answer me. She was busy. And he was like, all right, I think you should use the modern cast because it's still a cast. It feels like a cast. It's hard like a cast. Literally a cast. But the thing is, you can take it off. I said, okay, fine. So I went with the modern cast, and it had like a dilator thing where we can like turn it, tighten it, loosen it, whatever. So it's like a cast. And I'm only supposed to take it off for like hygienic purposes, but I ended up treating it like a traditional cast. I'm never even take it off. I barely took it off. So I literally showered with my hands like this, and I was like the Statue of Liberty. Your girl was the Statue of Liberty, and I show every day like that was me with my hand in a one plastic bag. I think I have a picture of that too. Yeah, so my hand was in that bag. I had to show it like that. And yeah, so I oh yeah, what else did I do? Oh, I had to wear the cast for a month, and then after that I have to go physiotherapy. And honestly, the physiotherapy the last physiotherapy session that I had in my weekly vlogs, if not, go watch it. Yeah, and you know, some done physio or whatever. I'm just there. I have a bunch of stuff where women can like squeeze and whatever for like just keep, you know, strengthening my hand. But to be honest, I'm kind of inconsistent with that, along with everything else in my life. But yeah, so I'm not really I do that too much. But yeah, so that's a story on how your girl broke her wrist. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't be like me. Don't be. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Oh god, literally a week before I broke my wrist, this boy who was in my class in the first semester, he was a skier. He saw me, was like, hey son, like how's snowboarding so far? I was like, oh, you know, it's fine or whatever. Tell me why. He was like, oh, make sure you have your wrist guard, you know, like your shin, like protecting your bones or whatever. You know, I'm telling the boy, I was like, I don't need that. I'm gonna be fine. Like on my face, like I'm not gonna fall. Like I'm gonna be fine. If I fall, it's not gonna be too bad. Tell me why a week after that it happened. Literally for that same week where I had to wear the splint, I was hiding from him because I said, "Bomba, I don't want to hear another. I told you so." So I'm gonna tell you that I mode. I say, I can't deal with him right now, guys. He might gonna say, "What happened? Like I told you to wear your wrist guard." Yeah, him did end up finding out, and he was like. He didn't give me a "I told you so" message. I'm kind of grateful for that. He was just like more caring of like my like if I'm good or whatever. Yeah. So that's a tea. That's how your girl broke her wrist in February. It's been a while now. So yeah. I hope you guys enjoy this story time. I have enough more story time to tell you. And yeah. So